Hi, my name is Vijay Balasubramanian. I'm the CEO and founder of Pindrop Security, and I have with me here Matt Anthony, our VP of Marketing. We're here to showcase how Pindrop Security's technology can protect financial institutions, their consumers, and call centers from rapidly growing social engineering attacks. Last year alone, it was estimated that close to $10 billion were lost by financial institutions and their customers to these social engineering attacks, and by calls that were initiated simply by using a phone call. Last year at Finovate Spring 2012, we demoed Pindrop Security's acoustical fingerprinting technology that analyzes 15 seconds of a phone call and is able to identify any phone device in the world uniquely. Financial institutions use our technology now to identify, detect, and stop phone fraud coming into their call centers. Most recently, a bank analyzed fraud calls from their past several years and identified over 87% of those fraud calls would have been caught by our technology well before any money had left the bank, well before any online system detected that something was wrong. It turns out that it's not only outgoing calls, incoming calls that are fraudulent. Banks also make outgoing calls to their customers. When a customer performs a high-value transaction, a bank makes a call out to this customer as an additional verification step and to comply with FFIEC guidelines. As a result, a fraudster needs to both steal your online credentials as well as steal your phone to be successful. However, fraudsters have found a very clever way of circumventing this. On the screen, you see a phishing email to one of your customers, which does not ask for any personal information. All it does is say, dial *72 followed by a phone number to confirm that you're a customer of the bank. Little does the customer know that dialing *72 followed by a phone number forwards all calls to that particular phone number. So now the fraudster has both your online credentials, and any call that goes for verification actually reaches his phone. There's nothing that banks can do right now to detect this, and there's nothing that consumers can know about this call forwarding attack until now. Pindrop Security is proud to unveil its secure out-of-band verification technology. So we're going to showcase this by two phases of the demo. First, Matt's going to log in as a regular customer. He's going to log into the account and perform a transaction, in this case, an account transfer. He types in the amount that he wants to transfer, goes ahead and clicks the transfer button. Immediately, the out-of-band verification mechanism kicks in. Go ahead and press call now, Matt. At this point, the phone number enrolled is Matt's phone. And so the call is going to go to Matt's phone. As you can see, it's ringing. So he's going to press 1 to confirm the account. And after he presses 1 to confirm that this was indeed a transaction, he's going to answer a bunch of questions.
My phone service provider is AT&T. I am in the city of New York, and Barack Obama is the current U.S. president.
So once he's answered those questions, immediately all the steps are completed. There's a processing phase which looks at whether the call was forwarded or not. And because it actually reached Matt's phone, the system correctly identified that this transaction should be verified. Now let's make things a little more interesting. Let's assume that Matt got the phishing email and he went to do exactly as instructed, forward his phone to now an attacker device, which I am controlling. Right? So Matt is going to go ahead and do that forwarding on his phone. Bear in mind that this is not the only way that you can social engineer a call forward. There are other ways wherein fraudsters have actually called your service provider, say an AT&T or a Verizon, and asked them to forward all calls to another device, and have been successfully able to do that. They've also gotten these service providers to port their device to a brand new device. Matt's giving me the signal that that's done. Now we're going to replace Matt by Evil Matt, a hacker that I have employed to go ahead and log into Matt's account. He goes ahead and performs the transaction, and now when he presses call now, I should be getting the phone call. Go ahead and press call now, Matt. So since I should be getting the phone call, I have all my bases covered. Not only have I compromised his online account, as you can see, my phone is ringing. Now I go ahead, proceed to pick up the call. Press 1 to confirm the transaction. And once I finish pressing 1, I can go ahead and answer the questions. AT&T, New York, Barack Obama. And once I answer this call, what we're going to see now is that this phone has now been illegally forwarded, and correctly Pindrop's technology identifies that this transaction cannot be verified at the current time. So this frustrates the fraudster because he's done everything. He's stolen your online credentials, he's also forwarded your phone, and yet Pindrop is not fooled. Let's see why that happens. So you can see that the transaction has been denied. Matt's going to go behind the scenes, and what essentially happened is that we had an enrolled phone fingerprint for Matt, which uniquely identified his phone device. On the right-hand side is the verified phone fingerprint for this call. As you can see, this verified phone fingerprint is very different than the enrolled one. Matt is going to toggle between the two. Matt, can you show the enrolled? That's the enrolled. And the verified is that. So they're very different. And because they're two completely different phone signatures, we immediately were tipped off that this phone has been forwarded. And we were able to block the account and also tell the consumer something was wrong. So as you can see, Pindrop Security's technology, using its unique phone fingerprinting mechanism, can both protect you on inbound calls coming into your call center and on outgoing calls that you're making to your customers. We're Pindrop Security. If you are considering a phone fraud solution, please come talk to us. We're at the booth outside, and we'd love to talk to you. Thank you.